In the news, Tinubu leads APC governor on a thank you visit to Buhari in KASTINA. ZAMFARA Police Command reads Riot Act, intensify confidence building patrol to avert breakdown of law and order. UK Prime Minister reacts to Tinubu's victory in the presidential election. This is MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Morno Balagogo. Thanks for joining us. Nigeria's President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in Daura, Katsina State, where he is meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari. Tinubu flew in from Abuja on Wednesday night, few hours after he was presented with certificate of return by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The meeting with the president is probably hinged on the need to pay homage to the outgoing president for the support he received during the electioneering process. Tinubu was accompanied on the visit to Daura to meet with the president by the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, governors of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, Kebbi State, Atiku Bagudu, Ebonyi, Dave Umahi, Zamfara, Bello Mohammed, amongst others. Former military president, General retired Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, has commended Nigerians for going out en masse to exercise their voting rights in the Saturday presidential election. IBB, in a statement issued by his media officer, Abdurrahim Idris, congratulates President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and also called on Nigerians to join hands with the winner in the business of repairing the nation. According to him, the work of nation building requires that all hands must be on deck. He also commended the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for midwifing an election which he said would lead to a new Nigeria. He further appealed to other candidates to see the emergence of the former Lagos governor as the will of God. The House of Representatives member-elect for AJAOKUTA Federal Constituency, SANNI ABDULRAHEEM, has described his emergence as a call to greater responsibility. ABDULRAHEEM asserted in an interview with MLC TV crew at his hometown in Adogo, headquarters of AJAOKUTA local government area of KOGI State. While reacting to his victory at the February 25th general elections, he said his interest has always centered on impacting the lives of the people positively and appreciated everyone that contributed to his success at the polls. Our reporter Joshua Adinoye has the detail.
In a keenly contested House of Representatives election for AJAOKUTA Federal Constituency, SANNI EGIDI was declared winner after defeating incumbent member Mohammed Idrisu of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, and Aloysius Okino of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, among others.
That SANNI EGIDI Abdurrahim of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared winner and is returned elected.
The people of the constituency, in their numbers, gathered to celebrate with Abdulrahim on his victory, as numerous women groups also sing various songs and showered praises on SANNI EGIDI. The House of Representatives member-elect for AJAOKUTA Federal Constituency, SANNI EGIDI Abdulrahim, appreciated the state governor, Yahaya Bello, for his support at all times and the people of the constituency for their massive votes.
I want to first of all appreciate Almighty God that made it possible to be alive to date. The next person is His Excellency, the Executive Governor of KOGI State, Yahaya Bello, who in the first place exposed me to my community, and again, instrumental to my nomination as a candidate. And he didn't stop at that point. He stood by me throughout the process. I want to sincerely appreciate him. And then again, So I appreciate the party itself who create a platform for me, all stakeholders in various sports. I want to sincerely appreciate them for their wonderful work.
He stressed that he will not relent in his efforts at bringing to reality his campaign promises.
I've already started working. Some of the projects I started before election, I'm going to commission it before even my inauguration. It's a promise. So they should expect not less than what I used to do for them. They should expect more from me. That is my promise, and I fulfill my promise to them. We have election coming up on the 11th March. I want to advise them to come out to EMAS, just like what they have done last Saturday. On the 11th March, I want more from them. My advice to them is that they should remain resolute. My advice to all our people is for them to remain peaceful, united. They have seen the advantage of being united in my election. For them to have come once like this, you can imagine, for me to win almost all the wards, it has never happened. And I want to advise them that they have seen the advantage and the need for us to be united. I want them to keep being united for everything they want us to do.
An elderly woman at the event prayed God to grant SANNI EGIDI success in the days ahead, as other groups continued to celebrate with the House of Representatives member-elects for AJAOKUTA Federal Constituency. I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
The KOGI Central Senatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Barrister NATASHA AKPOTI has rejected the results of the senatorial election declared on Monday by the Independent National Electoral Commissioner, INEC. NATASHA AKPOTI campaign organization, in a statement issued, said she has rejected the results and called on INEC to review the results and declare her as the rightful winner of the 2023 KOGI Central Senatorial elections. According to her, the process was dogged by manipulations of the doctrine figures, cancellation of polling units where she won, and invasion of many polling units by armed thugs loyal to APC. Barrister NATASHA expressed appreciation to the good people of KOGI Central who came out to vote for her despite the threats and intimidation, and for standing firm in many areas, assuring them of recovering their mandate. The people of AJAOKUTA have called on the House of Representatives-elect Barrister SANNI ABDULRAHEEM to champion the revitalization of AJAOKUTA Steel Company Limited. The elder statesman, who converged at his residence in Lokoja, congratulated him and urged him to be focused and continue doing the good work he was doing before this election. They commended the umpire INEC for a credible and fair election across the constituency. Our reporter has more.
The APC-elected AJAOKUTA House of Representatives, SANNI ABDULRAHEEM, has thanked the people of AJAOKUTA constituents and urged them to continue to maintain peace and orderliness now and during the coming House of Assembly election. ABDULRAHEEM thanked the people when he moved in a convoy of his party faithful and supporters who visited him at his residence in Lokoja. SANNI, who walked on the street with them, visited community dwellers, appreciated them for coming out en masse to vote for him. The excited SANNI expressed his joy, saying he is not a stranger among his people and that reviving the AJAOKUTA Steel Company will be his top priority when he resumes at the National Assembly.
There are a lot of advantage for not even my community, not even my constituency, for the entire KOGI state and Nigeria at large, if the AJAOKUTA is working. We have what they call the blast furnace, where they ordinarily carrying the iron ore and turn it to steel. You have the rolling mill there. We have the light section mills. These things are going to have the ability of absorbing more than thousands of youths from the street. So I believe that a lot, because when you create job, you have some security problem. Because security problem is part of the unemployment problem you have in society. So my intention, my belief is that I am going to lobby. I must make sure that I make government focus at Ajaokuta to make Ajaokuta to work for the entire nation, because it's going to generate a lot of employment. In fact, it's the what you call the offspring industries that are going to come around it is enormous. So I assure you that I am going to do my best in the House to lobby my colleagues, to lobby the government, to see the important and see the need to revitalize Ajaokuta.
On the allegations that the election was rigged, he advised the aggrieved candidates to approach the court of law.
Of course, elections are contested and you must have a winner and somebody must lose election. That's why it's a contest. I want them to have this sportsmanship spirit to accept the result. Ganaja is not just one area. In the primary school here, we have even 7 voting centers. So you don't post one result and say you have won there. Here we have 34 polling units, especially the new created units. We have Zimbabwe 1. We have so many other areas that we have contested election. So posting one result and going to the media is just sentiment. I want to advise them that yes, election has been contested and has won. Please, they should accept the result. And then if they have anything, we're all Nigerians, he knows the way we address issues.
Party faithful and a former councillor and appointee during the previous administration of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mohammed Ismaila Umar, said their mandates are pure, which has accumulated to electing all APC candidates to represent them because they have enjoyed dividends of democracy like never before under the leadership and administration of Yahya Bello, saying their vote for SANNI is for the continuation of his good gesture towards them.
We are the people, we are the masses, we know where it pinches us, we know the party, the candidates that are good for us. And Ohere, SANNI EGIDI Ibrahim, Tinubu, we felt they are the people that will come to our aid and soften the ground, as you have seen some of the infrastructure, some of them has put in place. That is why we have gone in line with the government of the day of the APC.
All right. On the alleged rigging, he described it as a media propaganda.
This result does not manifest in such a way. It's as a result of the handwork of the APC through SANNI EGIDI Ibrahim for the provision of infrastructure within Ganaja and its environs. And I want to draw your attention to one of the media that the senatorial candidate of the PDP is shouting over, that Ganaja elections was rigged. Ganaja election was never rigged. We used to have one polling unit in Ganaja before, 009. And this 009 polling unit was split into 26. And in 009, it's not as if it was one point that was election hold. There are 6 beavers, there are 6 voting points. And she won only 1 out of 6. And you are there propagating, calling on media that you have won the whole election in Ganaja. How can that be?
SANNI ABDULRAHEEM's neighbors, who spoke to journalists, said electing SANNI ABDULRAHEEM is the best that has happened to the AJAOKUTA constituency. They charged him to remember his promise on the AJAOKUTA Steel Company.
Well, as a matter of fact, SANNI EGIDI Ibrahim is a man of goodwill. He has done a lot of job. You can see from the road you are seeing behind me. He constructed this road. Currently, now that he has won the election to the glory of God, I want us to believe that as he goes into the house, he's going to mobilize all his members to see the need why AJAOKUTA Steel Company must come on board, because that is the heart of business in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria alone, in Africa as a whole. And as a matter of fact, if you have met SANNI EGIDI, you come to realize that his goodwill actually spoke for him in this election that passed.
The expectation of our communities. And this blueprint covers the aspect of youth empowerment, youth employment, women empowerment, and is aware of some of the bad situation of our roads, and he has assured us that he will address some of those needs. Not only that, in this area, water supply has been a problem, though he has done a lot, even prior to his election. A lot of boreholes have been dug, roads have been constructed in some communities. But we believe in him, and he has assured us that he will do more.
And he's here to show to the people. You can even see the people shouting and wailing that yes, this is the man that God has given them. Even opposition parties celebrating him here and there. It's so wonderful. And we want to believe that he has not been there. He's doing all this. And when he get there, he truly spoke. He said he has come to serve.
The people of AJAOKUTA constituency have continued to celebrate him both in his hometown, Adogo, and Lokoja, the Kogi state capital. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
We're now going on a short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us.
The time is suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, You Are Not Valuable, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it.
Opinion, they say, is the lowest of human knowledge, but the world, the people, the actions, reactions and decisions are often patterned with opinions. The same world is characterized by different views, and decisions are sometimes judged by actions or reactions due to opinions. People, nations and even lower animals rise against or for one another just because of their opinions. Minds are set on opinions daily. Tell me what you don't know and I will tell you. It's all about your opinion. Join me, Joshua Atinoi, on Malachite TV Online every Monday by 9 a.m. Your opinion, my opinion, if well explained and understood, will help us to build a better society. Your opinion, my opinion counts. Don't miss it.
Glad to have you back. In light of the current electoral season, C-Hope have noticed a trend of the sharing of videos and images of children to make various political statements. The viral videos usually feature children crying, lamenting or cursing as a fallout of election results. This obviously is meant to elicit sympathy over the perceived electoral injustices. They are concerned about recent developments in the electioneering scenes in Nigeria. They express worry that innocent children have been turned into tools of electoral propaganda. Also, children by Nigeria and international laws are deemed persons aged below 18 and therefore not in a position to make decisions by themselves. They are not eligible to vote and therefore should not be dragged into political discourses and for controversies. They strongly condemn this act and call on all political parties, candidates and their supporters to desist from such act. Labour Party senatorial candidate Ireti Hibi King Gibi has been declared winner of the Federal Capital Territory senatorial election, which held on Saturday. She defeated the incumbent Senator Philip Aduda of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) with a wide margin. Declaring the results, the returning officer of the Federal Capital Territory, Professor SANNI Saka at the Collation Center, said she polled 202,175 votes to defeat her main challenger, Senator Philip Aduda of PDP, who scored 100,554 votes, while APC's Zekaria Ngulu secured 78,000 plus votes, and the candidate of the NNPP, 3,802 votes. In an apparent U-turn, the returning officer said only result of Abaji Area Council remained cancelled now as he certified Buhari Area Council result after rejecting it earlier, citing irregularities in figures. The People's Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and his Labour Party counterpart Peter Obi said they will seek redress in court. They all spoke after the declaration of Tinubu as president-elect on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC. The PDP described Tinubu's victory as a grave injustice which will not stand. Senator Dino Melaye, spokesman and director of public affairs of the PDP Presidential Campaign Committee, in a task statement on Wednesday evening said there will be no going back on the battle to retrieve the mandate, which he called a stolen one. Obi, on the other hand, has said he would contest Tinubu's victory through legal and peaceful means. He said this on Wednesday in Abuja at a press conference addressed by his running mate, Senator Dati Baba Ahmed. He, however, thanked all Nigerians for their belief in them and for coming out en masse to vote for the Labour Party and for the cause they believed in, which he said was the birth of a new Nigeria. Friday, Kombowe Benson of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has been declared the winner of Bayelsa Central Senatorial District election held on Saturday, February 25th, 2023. Declaring the result at the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Yenogwa, the Bayelsa capital, the returning officer, Dr. Chris Onyema, announced that the PDP candidate scored a total of 51,202 votes to beat the first runner-up, Tiwe Orumegwe, who polled a total of 26,206. The Southern Ijaw Federal Constituency election ended inconclusive. The INEC said a new date will be announced for a supplementary election to determine a winner. The ZAMFARA State Police Command wishes to warn the general public, especially political parties, supporters, that the police and other security agencies will not condone any acts by troublemakers to cause security breach either in support or against winners, losers of the just concluded presidential and National Assembly elections. Police and other security agencies will decisively deal with any attempt by any person or group to cause unrest leading to the breakdown of law and order in the state. In view of the above, the Commissioner of Police, CP Lawal Abubakar, urges members of the public to be law-abiding, shun any violent activity, and cooperate with security agencies as measures are being put in place to protect lives and property of the citizens. The CP further reassures the command's continuous commitment to discharge its duties in consonance with constitutional provision and other professional ethics. Governor Aminu Bello Masari has announced the immediate sack of the Commissioner for Works and Housing, Tasiu Dahiru Dadagoro, and 3 other aides. Though reasons for their sack were not disclosed, investigation showed that they were removed for engaging in anti-party activities during the just concluded elections in the state. He also added that all the affected political and public office holders sacked should hand over all government properties in their possession to their respective permanent secretaries or the most senior directors, as the case may be. From the break and out to the foreign scene, the United Kingdom's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has congratulated Nigeria's President-elect Bola Tinubu on his victory at the 2023 presidential election. According to him, the UK-Nigerian relationship remains strong and he looks forward to working together to grow the security and trade ties, opening up opportunities for businesses and creating prosperity in both countries. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan indicated on Wednesday that his government still intends to hold elections a month earlier than scheduled, despite an earthquake last month that devastated parts of southern Turkey. In an address to legislators of his ruling party, Erdogan chided critics of the government's handling of the earthquake's aftermath and said the people would give their response to those critics on May 14, the election date his ruling party had tentatively set before the deadly tremor hit. The February 6th earthquake and strong aftershocks that struck Turkey and Syria have killed around 50,000 people, the vast majority in Turkey. Erdogan didn't provide information on how the elections could be organized in the quake zone or say whether displaced survivors will be able to cast ballots in their new locations. The Turkish leader, who has been in power since 2003, is seeking a third term in office as president. Police say the station master of Larissa has been arrested after the head-on collision which killed at least 36 people. The government, through their spokesperson Janice Oikonomo, said their priority is now treating the injured and supporting the relatives of victims. Oikonomo said the government's thoughts were with those affected and confirmed psychologists were heading to Larissa. The president of Greece, Katrina Sekeleropoulou, has described the train crash as unimaginable tragedy. He said they share the pain of those who have lost their loved ones, although they know that their pain is great and no comforting words can ease it. The government is fighting for the injured and hope they get well soon. As reported earlier, the Greek government has declared 3 days of national mourning with flags flying at half-mast on all public buildings. And that is the size of our package. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV and MLC TV2. Instagram handle is MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call any of the numbers or SMS our numbers displaying on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. On Saturday, 7 p.m., Political Arena. On Sunday, 6 p.m., Women's World. And Monday, 9 a.m., The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. Once again, I am Mono Balagogo. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.